Good morning. Today we are going to start the chapter number 2 from paper 2, that is the transistors. Okay. So this is another semiconductor device. First already studied, that is diode. It is a two terminal device, and now we are going to study the transistor. This is the most important device in the electronics. Okay, it's most important component. So this transistor has a three terminals. It is three terminal. Sometimes it is also known as a bipolar transistor. Okay, it is a bipolar transistor. Okay, so from the name transfer of resistor, we named this device as a transistor. Okay, so generally it has two types of transistors. First one is NPN and second one is PNP. We know that diode is a device which having P and N type semiconductor, so that's why it is known as a PN junction. Okay, so it has a three layers, NPN and another one is the PNP. Okay, there are two types of transistors. So it has, if we observe this, it has the two junctions. First one is this one PN, another one is this one. So here also PN and here PN. So it has a two junctions. So named as, it is a bi-junction, bipolar transistor. Okay, why bipolar? Because we know that electrons are negatively charged and holes are the positively charged. So here both N and P. Okay, so both electrons and holes carriers are used in the transistor, so therefore it is named as a bipolar. So when current flows through the transistor, both carrier takes parts, electrons as well as holes, so that's why it is called as a bipolar transistor. Okay, so let us see the symbol of NPN and PNP transistor. So this is a symbol of transistor. So it has three terminals. Okay, first one is an emitter. Okay, then collector, and here is the base. So there are three terminals, emitter, base and collector, but there are two types. The same symbol is not used for NPN and PNP. So for NPN transistor there is a little bit difference. So it is indicated by an arrow on emitter terminal. Okay, so this arrow is outward arrow, so it indicates that this transistor is NPN. Okay, so we are using same symbol for PNP, but whatever the arrow on emitter terminal is inward. Okay, there is a just little bit difference. So here arrow is on inward and here arrow is at outward. Both are at the emitter terminal. So emitter, collector, and this is base. Okay, so this is PNP type transistor. Okay, so this is a PNP type transistor. It has also three terminals, collector, emitter and base, but in symbol there is little bit difference. Emitter is outward and here this arrow is inward. So this is a PNP and NPN type transistor. Okay, so it has three layers. So just consider the construction of this NPN transistor. So NPN transistor has a three layer bijunction. Three layer means NPN. First layer is collector, base and emitter. Okay, let us see how we are going to draw this structure of the NPN transistor. Okay, so this layer is n-type semiconductor. Okay, this layer is of n-type semiconductor, and it has a large number of electrons are available. One emitter lead is connected and named as a emitter. Okay, so there is another layer that is called as a base, which is of having p type. Okay, so here this is a base terminal and holes are present. Okay, and this is an collector. So whatever the width of each layer is most important. Okay, so this base is very thin and collector width is higher than base and emitter. So this emitter width is in between collector and base. So this is total wide, this is very thin, and this width is in between collector and base. Same structure is for PNP transistor. Okay, the same structure is here for PNP transistor. Okay, so here is the emitter, it is also, but here it is p type, so holes are present. Then base, it is n type, some electrons are present, and this is a collector, is also of again p type, so large number of holes are present. So this is a collector, this one is base, and this one is emitter. So you have to keep in mind that every region has a different width. Here also same. So base region is very thin, collector region is wide, and emitter width is in between base and collector. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that. So this is the main structural difference between each layer. Okay, so again another point you have to remember that emitter is highly doped. Okay, difference I am writing here, emitter is heavily doped. Heavily doped means what? The whatever the, so it is the n type, so whatever the pentavalent impurity doping is larger than these two layers. Similar here, whatever the for p type we are going to add or dope trivalent impurity, and doping of trivalent impurity is larger than this collector and base. So emitter is heavily doped, and so also I am going to write here and medium in size. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that. So emitter is heavily doped. Doping here n type pentavalent impurity is added, here p type trivalent impurity added, but whatever this and this are higher doping than the remaining two regions. The second one is a base. Okay, second one is a base region. So here base is lightly doped. Base is lightly doped. So here doping of trivalent impurity is very low as compared to these two. Here also doping of pentavalent impurity is very low as compared to these two. Okay, so base is lightly doped and very thin in size. Okay, so remaining one is a collector. If you observe here, the width of the collector for NPN or PNP, the width of each collector is large. Okay, so you can say that it is wider. Okay, and doping is but medium. Okay, here medium doped, okay, and wider than base and emitter. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that, so this emitter is heavily doped and medium in size. So this is medium in size. The base is lightly doped and thin in size. Okay, so base is lightly doped as well as thin. So collector doping is medium. So it is medium doped. So whatever the here pentavalent impurity added is in between this doping and this doping. Here it also same. Collector doping is medium, but the width is wider than the both. So you have to keep in mind this. So this is the main structure of the transistor. Okay, so this transistor, so this is the main construction of a transistor. You have to remember these 3 points. These are most important points. Okay, so now we are going to see how we are going to bias the transistor. Okay, how we are going to bias the transistor. Okay, so types of biasing. Okay, so now we know that, so there are two junction. First junction is base to emitter junction, and second junction is base to collector junction. Okay, so there are two PN junctions. So we know that here. So this is a PN junction diode. We know that. So same, there are two junctions. First junction is base and emitter. So this is a PN junction. So here also a PN, another PN junction. Same, here is the PN junction, and this one is also PN junction. Okay, so just like two diodes connected back to back. Okay, if you consider this, so this is a diode and this is another. So just like these two diodes are connected back to back, but it not works like this. So if you connect the two diodes with this region, then it will not form a transistor. Okay, so just like the two diodes connected back to back, it not form a transistor. Okay, so there are two junction, base to emitter and base to collector. So we are going to bias this transistor in a three different ways. First biasing is known as FF bias. Okay, first biasing is known as FF bias. Okay, so FF bias means both the junctions are forward bias. Base to emitter junction is forward biased, okay, and base to collector junction is also forward bias. Okay, base to emitter and base to collector junction both are forward biased. So you have to connect the batteries to the transistor so that both the junctions are forward biased. This is called as FF bias. So in this case, maximum current maximum current flows through the transistor. Okay, so maximum current flows through the transistor. So it has maximum current means very low resistance. It offers very low resistance. So that's why a maximum current flows through the transistor, and this FF condition is known as saturation. Okay, we named this condition as a saturation. Saturation means maximum current, vice versa. Maximum current when flows through the transistor, we called the transistor is in saturation, and it offers a very low resistance. Maximum current flows and offers very low resistance, that is called as saturation. The second one is RR bias. RR bias means reverse bias. So here base to emitter junction is reverse biased. And base to collector junction is also reverse biased. So both the junctions are reverse biased, here both the junctions are forward biased. So here both the junctions are reverse biased, means there is zero current flows through it. There is zero current flows through it, and this is named as cutoff condition. Okay, so here both the junctions are forward biased, that means maximum current flows through it, it offers low resistance. This is called as saturation. Saturation means maximum current flows through the transistor. Here, so there is a zero current flow through the both reverse biased, so it offers a very high resistance. Okay, it offers very high resistance to current flow, therefore current is very small or minimum. So this is called as cutoff. That means this transistor acts like off in this state. The second one, the third biasing is FR biasing. So this biasing is the most important biasing. So it is a FR bias, in which base to emitter junction is forward bias. Forward biased, and base to collector junction is reverse biased. Okay, so base to emitter junction is forward biased and base to collector junction is reverse biased. Okay, so this condition is known as FR bias. Okay, so this is called as active state. This is called as active state. In this state, collector current can be, or you can say, is controlled by base current. Okay, so this is most important biasing of a transistor, where base to emitter junction is forward biased and base to collector junction is reverse biased. So this is known as active condition. Okay, so here in this condition transistor acts as a controller. Okay, so that means the collector current is controlled by a base current. So these are the three main conditions of a transistor. That is, we can say that three different biasing of a transistor. So first one is FF bias. It is known as saturation state. Second one is RR bias, which is known as a cutoff state. Current is zero in this state. Okay, and third one is the FR bias, which is known as the active state of a transistor. So where collector current is controlled by a base current. Okay, so here transistor is acts as off state in RR bias. So in FF bias it is saturation offers low resistance maximum current. RR state offers high resistance zero current. Okay, so that's why we can say that we can transfer the resistor. So that's why the name transistor, transfer of resistor, because so here there is a low resistance, here it is a high resistance, and here is the controlling state. So we can transfer a resistor from one state to another. So like that we can name this as a transistor according to the transfer of resistor. Okay, so we are going to stop here now. So this is the most important device in electronics. Okay, so okay, now we are going to stop here.